We all know one. The office is melting down. The server is crashing. The deadline was yesterday. Everyone else is running around like chickens who have received very bad news. And then there's that person. They are sitting in their chair, sipping coffee. Heart rate appears to be 3 beats per minute. They look at the chaos and say, "It's fine. We'll just reboot the system." We look at them with awe. We think, wow, they are so zen. We think they have reached a level of spiritual enlightenment the rest of us can only dream of. But if you were that person, you know the truth. You aren't a Zen master. You are just really good at pretending you aren't currently screaming on the inside. If we could hook a microphone up to your internal monologue, it wouldn't sound like a babbling brook. It would sound like a continuous, high-pitched alarm. It would look like a browser with 400 tabs open and 3 of them are playing music, and you don't know where it's coming from. The world sees calm, but psychology sees something else.
It sees high-functioning survival strategies. You aren't calm because you're relaxed. You're calm because, for one reason or another, you learned that freaking out was not an option. But here is the fascinating part. Not all calm people are the same. Underneath that placid surface, there are distinct flavors of internal chaos. Type 1, the freezer. This is the person who goes stone cold silent during an argument. When the yelling starts, or the car crash happens, or the bad news lands, type 1 doesn't cry, they don't yell back, they don't even really move, they just stop. To the outside world, this looks like incredible composure. It looks like they are taking the high road or processing. But on the inside, they have left the building. This is the freeze response. When a possum sees a predator and knows it can't win, it doesn't try to negotiate. It plays dead. It shuts down its nervous system to numb the pain of the impending bite. If you are a type 1, your calm isn't peace. It's dissociation. Your brain has decided that reality is currently too spicy, so it has simply pulled the plug on the wall.
You feel numb. You feel floaty. You might hear people talking to you, but their voices sound like they're coming from underwater. You aren't ignoring the problem, you have just rebooted in safe mode. You are the human equivalent of that little buffering wheel on a video that won't load. Type 2, the fixer. This is the person everyone wants around in a crisis. When the kitchen catches fire, type 2 doesn't panic. They are already moving. You get the extinguisher. You call 911. You move the dog. They are precise, they are logical, they are emotionless. They are machines. But here is the secret. Type 2 isn't calm. Type 2 is high-functioning anxious. Their calm is actually a control mechanism. Their brain is screaming, if I stop moving, we are all going to die. If you are a type 2, you likely grew up in a chaotic environment where you had to be the little adult. You learned that emotions are messy and inefficient, but action saves the day.
So when you feel fear, you don't feel it. You convert it instantly into a to-do list. You compartmentalize. You take your terror, shove it into a mental box, duct tape the box shut, and throw it into the back of your brain warehouse. I'll cry about this later, you say, but you never do. You just keep stacking boxes until the warehouse is full. This is why you are amazing at handling a car accident, but you have a mental breakdown because the grocery store was out of your favorite bagels. The bagel was just the box that tipped the stock over. Type 3, the fawn. This is the nicest person you know. No matter how rude someone is to them, no matter how stressful the situation, type 3 is smiling, they are nodding, they are saying, "No problem, it's totally fine, we can fix this." They act like nothing bothers them. They are the chill one, the low-maintenance one. But under the surface, type 3 is absolutely terrified. This is the fawn response. This is calm as a survival strategy to avoid conflict. If you are a type 3, you learn somewhere along the way that angry people are dangerous people. So your brain developed a superpower, de-escalation. You aren't calm because you agree, You are calm because you are trying to manage the emotional temperature of the room so you don't get burned.
You are performing calm to keep everyone else calm. Inside, you're scanning faces for micro expressions. You are calculating the safest thing to say. You are suppressing your own anger, your own needs, and your own opinions because you are convinced that if you stop smiling, you will be rejected. You are an emotional shock absorber. You take the bumps so everyone else can have a smooth ride. And man, are your shocks worn out. Type 4, the Stoic. And finally, we have the strong, silent type. This person has a face like a statue. They are the rock. They are stoic. They listen to your problems. They nod. They give short, logical advice. They never complain. They never cry. People think type 4 has no feelings. They think type 4 is just sturdy. But type 4 has feelings. Oh, they have big feelings. They just have a security system that rivals Fort Knox. This is the repressor. Type 4 feels things deeply, but they have a core belief that showing emotion is a weakness.
Or a burden. They believe that if they cry, they are failing. If they admit they are hurt, they are being dramatic. So they swallow it. All of it. The grief, the rage, the joy, the fear. They push it down into the stomach. And because physics is real, that pressure has to go somewhere. Type 4 is usually the one with the physical symptoms, the chronic back pain, the migraines, the jaw that clicks because they clench their teeth all night while they sleep, the ulcers. Their body is screaming the things their mouth refuses to say. They look calm on the outside, but their insides are being chewed up by the acid of unexpressed emotion. So, the freezer, the fixer, the fawn, and the stoic. Different flavors, but they all share the same aftertaste. Exhaustion. Being the calm one is incredibly expensive. It costs you your energy. It costs you your authenticity.
And the biggest cost?
Loneliness. When you are always the calm one, you train the people in your life to treat you like a resource, not a person. They dump their problems on you because you can handle it, but they never ask if you're okay. Why would they? You always look fine. You end up surrounded by people, yet completely unknown. You are the anchor at the bottom of the ocean, holding everyone else steady, but miles away from the sunlight. If you see yourself, I want you to know something. You don't have to resign from your job as the calm one all at once. You don't have to become a chaotic mess tomorrow, but you do need to learn how to defrost. It starts with realizing that your emotions are not a performance review you are failing at. Start small. Pick one safe person. The next time they ask, "How are you?" instead of the automatic, "I'm good, just busy," try a tiny dose of truth. "Honestly, I'm a little overwhelmed today. Actually, that meeting really frustrated me." Watch what happens. The sky will not fall, the ground will not open up. In fact, you might see the other person relax because perfection is intimidating. Calm can be intimidating, but vulnerability is lovable. When you show a crack in the armor, you stop being a statue and you become a human. And humans are allowed to be messy. They're allowed to have a bad day where they don't fix a single thing. Real peace isn't about suppressing the storm. It's about letting the rain fall, getting a little wet, and knowing you won't melt. You've carried the weight long enough. It's okay to put it down.